Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Danmachi, the merchant system. So yeah, let's begin, shall we, ladies and gents? So, we currently see that of our boy Arthur as he's currently looking through the system. Specifically, after the last episode, apparently he's now able to use abilities from those specific universes that he gets his items from. Like, for example, some of the magics and skills of that of Bloodborne. And technically it would be called like spells and the runes that are specifically used for weapons, and I think yeah, weapons. I almost anyway, so as we currently see him looking through some of the lists, he would say, not bad. As after looking a while, he would say, I can certainly make some things with this new option, he would say. While saying that, he would lift off his glasses, as he would say, now, we should be heading to... Let me see my map. As looking at his map, he would see that he would be going towards, finally, to Aurario. And it's only been about, I don't know, several years already since he traveled from his original village, which was destroyed, now making it towards Aurario. As he would realize that it may be, perhaps, about the day of Belle, or aka the protagonist of Danmachi, to finally arrive. As he would decide to set up camp. Doing so, he would stay at a nearby cliffside with a few things, specifically a simple cauldron. Under it, a fire would be roaring as he would start preparing dinner. In this case, just a pot of beans. Beans with just some chunks of pork. As after preparing them, he would start grabbing a bowl full of it. As he would start to dig in, as you'd say, for the rest of it, it's probably just going to be for dinner. He would, for breakfast tomorrow. As he would grab something, or in this case, a simple refrigerator that he used. Well, technically it's not a refrigerator, but it's definitely a refrigerator, as it uses ice magic thanks to the help of, magic stones. As after setting up the fridge, he would start putting the cauldron in it, so he can save it for tomorrow. Doing so, he would get ready his little hammock as he would fall asleep. After that, he would finally wake up as it's finally the morning, as he would start moving towards south. As he would get ready to finally arrive at Aurario, as he would be pretty happy to know that he's finally arrived, or at least somewhat. He still needs to ride all the way from a massive field all the way to there. But still, he can still see the massive walls of Aurario and that of the Tower of Babel. As he would say this to himself, so this is Aurario. I wonder if they do have some of the members of Familias that I already know from the series. After saying that, he would think to himself, what about the Estrella Familia? Wonder if they're okay. As his carriage would finally arrive, and would see there was a line, as you'd say, well, it's gonna take a while, but oh well. After saying that, he would look towards his pocket watch and would see it's already about 12. 12 in the afternoon. As you'd say, soon going to be lunch. I wonder if they're finally going to reach me already. After saying that, after several minutes, he would finally make it towards the checkpoint. As a member of the Australia Familia would come up to him and would say, name and purpose, as he would say, it's Arthur von Stein. I'm a merchant. I just want to sell my wares here. As you'd say, she would say, oh, okay, your papers? As you'd say, sure. After giving her his papers, and after a few minutes of evaluation, she would basically let him in. Doing so, he would finally go inside of the city. As he would look around, saying this to himself, so, this is Aurario, eh? Not bad, not bad. As he would remember back in his homeworld, in this case Earth, as you'd remember several episodes of the series, including that of the his least favorite fourth season. Yeah, I think it was the fourth season. The fourth season is about the Xenos. Yes, I do hate that, but I do actually kind of hate that part of the series because honestly, why did you show us that? Of all things, why? I mean, I do get it, just for conflict, but still. Anyway, continue on. After he finally arrives inside of Aurario, he would say this to himself: "It really is different from the anime. It's quite more, how do I say it, lively." As you would see a few people running around, mostly just civilians, to some up and coming adventurers. As he would finally arrive at the Merchants Guild, aka the I was about to say Mercury. No, I meant Hermes Familia, or the Hermes Familia base or HQ. As in my AU, it's essentially like a massive I guess you could say guild, but specifically for merchants. As after he walks up to the counter, he would say, "So this the merchant guild here, right?" As one of them would say, "Yes. May I ask what is your name?" "Arthur von Stein." After saying that, she would say, "Okay, wait a minute." As she would look towards some papers, as she would start to read. As after a few minutes, she would say, "Wait, that Arthur von Stein?" As you'd say, is there another Arthur von Stein?" As she would look towards the papers and then looks at a portrait of what is supposed to be Arthur von Stein. As she would say, "Wait, you're the mysterious merchant? The one that has given those weird weapons?" As some of the merchants nearby would hear that and would say, "Wait, is that him?" As they would start whispering. As you'd say, "Oh, you mean my wares? Yeah, they're pretty mysterious, but I don't really want to say it's strange, but they are useful." Saying that, one of them would say, "Wait, you mean that Archivard the one that sold those weird weapons?" As one of them would say, "Yeah, I heard that the Amazoness from the Cali Familia has gone one of them. And apparently she's now being called the Bloodstained Maiden after that." After saying that, he would start to wonder, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with some of those Amazoness? Either way, he would shake his head as he would say, may I have my papers now?" As she would say, "Oh, sorry about that. I'm just surprised that you would be here of all places." As you'd say, Well, it is the Dungeon City. I've been wanting to try and make some business here. After all, I've been meaning to expand my business, he would say. As she would say, I see. Then here. As after giving him her card, he would say, very well, I should be leaving. I'm gonna set up shop nearby. As after doing so, he would start to leave. After doing so, he would go towards a specific area of the city. More specifically, the market or slash business area of the city. After doing so, he would finally arrive. As he would see a few familiars. Mostly just mercantile ones such as the yeah the Gormia Familia, not Hestia, I meant the Hephaestus Familia and some others, including an exclusive one. But that will be for later. As we currently see him setting up shop, as he would currently be selling some items, specifically weapons, potions, and other such stuff from Bloodborne. As you'd say this to himself, wonder if someday I might get a invitation to join the Familia. If so, I'll be able to upgrade my ability. Thinking that to himself, he would hear a knock at the entrance, or should I say counter. As he would run up to it and say, hello, hello, hello. As he would look towards the person. As you would see an interesting sight to say the least. So yeah, he would see a woman with whitish hair and reddish eyes. As you'd say, wait a fucking minute. As you would say, wait, is that supposed to be fucking Belle? As you would say that to himself. As seeing the woman for the first time, he would say, please don't tell me in this universe she's... As the woman would say, may I ask if you, have anything for sale? As you would say, oh, sorry about that, miss. I've never seen a woman like you before. Especially with those, interesting eyes and hair color, he would say. As she would say, oh, sorry. The name's Belle. Belle Cornell. I'm a new adventurer in town, and I've been want to ask if you can give me a weapon. As hearing that, he would say, so you're looking to buy something? As she would say, yes, I recently just joined the Hestia Familia. As hearing that, he would say, so, sort of like canon. Makes sense. As he would look towards the woman and would say, well, I do have one weapon in mind for you, little miss. As saying that, he would close I guess you could say like the door, or should I say the counter, and would start looking through his system. As he would find the weapon. As after he comes back and would open up the the counter, she would see, well, interesting weapon. It looks like a blade, or at least like a knife. As she would say, what is this? As you would say, I call it the Blades of Mercy. It's a pretty simple weapon, and quite the interesting one, right? As saying that, he would trigger its trick weapon ability, as it would split in two. As she would say, whoa, wait, it's able to do that? As you would say, quite the interesting weapon, don't you think? And it's also pretty cheap. Since you're a beginner rookie, well, I will just give it to you free. Free of charge, got it? Just get me some, how do we say it? Some monster cores, just in case, okay? As she would say, wait, really? Thank you. As she would be pretty happy. As she would say, pleasure doing business with you. Just get me those monster cores, got it? As she would say, thank you, Mr. The name's Arthur. Arthur von Steen. As after saying that, she would leave. And so, we'll be ending off this episode right off here, guys. So yeah, bye-bye!